In this video, we are going to solve rational inequalities. To solve rational inequalities, first we have to collect all terms to one side. That means we have to make the right hand side 0. Okay, second, we have to combine all the terms into a fraction. That means we have to make the left hand side into one fraction. Okay, third step, we are going to use table of sign. Okay, before we go into example, let's look at these simple inequalities. Okay, let's say we have x over 2 greater than 3. To solve this inequality, we have to multiply by 2 on both sides of inequalities. So we know that when we multiply by a positive value, the sign of the inequality will not be changed. So we have x greater than 2 times 3, that is 6. So let's look at another example. X over negative 3 greater than 4, let's say. So when we want to multiply this, when we want to solve this inequality, we have to multiply both sides by negative 3. And we know when we multiply by a negative values, the sign of inequality will be changed. So that means here we have x less than negative 12. Okay, let's look at another example where we have 1 over x greater than 2. Here, we have the denominator in terms of x. We don't know whether the value of x is positive or negative. So, when we want to solve this inequality, we cannot multiply by x. Why? Because we don't know whether we are going to make the signs greater or less than, because the value of x may be negative, may be positive. Okay, now let's look at example 9. In question A, we have 3x plus 1 over x minus 3 greater than 2. To solve this inequality, we cannot simply multiply by x minus 3 to both sides of inequalities. Why? Because we don't know whether x minus 3 is positive or negative. So the first step is we have to make sure that the right hand side 0. So to make 2 to become 0, we have to subtract by 2 on both sides of inequality. So we have x plus 1 over x minus 3 minus 2 greater than 0. And then we have to make the left hand side into one fraction. So the least common denominator here is x minus 3. So for the first term, we have 3x plus 1 minus 2. We have to multiply by x minus 3 greater than 0. And then we have to simplify the numerator. So 3x minus 2x will become x. And then 1 plus 6, we have 7 over x minus 3 greater than 0. Now, for the first step, we are going to use table of sign to solve the inequalities. So first, we have to draw a number line. And then we are going to find all the zeros in the fraction. For the numerator, the 0 is negative 7. And for the denominator, the 0 is 3. So, we have to arrange all the zeros on the number line. So, we have negative 7 and 3. And then we have to list down all the expression in the numerator and the denominator. So, f plus 7, x minus 3. Choose one value to test the sign of x plus 7 and x minus 3 in the intervals. So, x plus 7, negative 7 will make it 0. So, we choose one value, let's say 1 here. 1 is situated between negative 7 and 3. So, 1 plus 7, we have 8. 8 is positive. So, on the same side of the 0, the sign must be the same. The opposite side is the opposite sign, that is negative. So for x minus 3, 3 will make it 0. So choose one. to evaluate the value of the expression, 1 minus 3 we get negative 2. So that means the sign here is negative. This is the 0. So meaning that the left side is negative, the right side is positive. So in the inequality we have x plus 7 divided by x minus 3. So now we are going to divide. Negative by negative we have positive. Positive divided by negative we have negative. Positive divided by positive we have positive. So don't forget to bring down all the circle there. Okay, the conclusion that we want here is greater than 0. Greater than 0 means positive. So that means the interval that we are going to choose is here and here. Now we are going to conclude the answer. So therefore, the answer will be on the left side of negative 7 and on the right side of 3. So that is from negative infinity to negative 7, union 3 to infinity. Okay, let's look at the second example. We have 3 over 3x minus 4 less than 1 over x plus 5. For the first step, we have to make the right side 0. So we have 3 over 3x minus 4 minus 1 over x plus 5 less than 0. And then in the left hand side, we have to combine it to become one fraction. So we have to find the least common denominator, that is 3x minus 4 multiplied by x plus 5. Okay, in the numerator, 3 we have to multiply by x plus 5, minus 1 we have to multiply by 3x minus 4, less than 0. And then we have to simplify the numerator. Here we have 3x minus 3x. 3x minus 3x is 0. And then 15 minus 4. We have 15 plus 4, that is 19, over 3x minus 4, x plus 5, less than 0. For the third step, we have to use table of sign to solve the inequality. So, to use table of sign, first you have to draw the number line. Here on the number line, we have to list down all the zeros in the fraction. So, 19 cannot be 0. So 3x minus 4, when it is 0, it is x equal to 4 over 3. For the expression x plus 5, the 0 is negative 5. So we arrange it on the number line. So we have negative 5, 4 over 3. Okay, and then list down all the expression in the fraction. So we have 19, we have 3x minus 4, we have x plus 5. Okay, 19, we know that it is always positive. For 3x minus 4, 4 over 3 will make it 0. And then we are going to find the sign in each interval. Okay, so here we are going to use 1. 1 is in the second interval. Okay, 3 times 1 minus 4 is negative. So this is the 0 for this expression. So that means on the left side negative, on the right side positive. Okay, for x plus 5, negative 5 will make it 0. Choose the number 1 also to evaluate the value of the expression. So 1 plus 5 we have 6. 6 is positive. So on the right side of the 0, the value is positive. On the left side is negative. Okay, and then we have to conclude all the sign here. So positive, negative, negative, we have positive. Here negative, here is positive. So here we want to have the conclusion negative because it is less than 0. So that means our answer lies in the second interval. So the conclusion for this is x is located in the interval -5 to 4/3. Okay, in the third example, we have x squared minus 6x plus 9 over x minus 7 greater or equal to 0. So, the first step, make sure that the right side is 0. So, here we already have 0 on the right hand side. Okay, and then the second step, make it into one fraction. So, we already have one fraction here. What we have to do here is we have to simplify the numerator in the fraction, where the numerator in the fraction we can factorize it. So x squared minus 6x plus 9 is x minus 3 squared over x minus 7 greater or equal to 0. Now we are going to use table of sign to solve the inequality. So draw the number line and list down all the zeros. So the zeros for the expression in the numerator is 3. The zeros for the expression in the denominator is 7. So rearrange it on number line 3 and 7. And list down all the factors in the fraction. So we have x minus 3. Don't forget x minus 3 here is squared. So that means we have x minus 3, x minus 3, and then x minus 7. Okay, in this equation, in this inequality, we have the sign equal here. Okay, so we have to remember for a fraction, 0 over 3, let's say, we have it is equal to 0. But 1 over 0, it is undefined. So, be careful here when we want to take the value of 0. So, the numerator can be 0, but the denominator cannot be 0. So, here, x minus 3, 3 will make it 0. We can take the value of 3 here because it is in the numerator. Same goes to the second one, also x minus 3. For x minus 7, 7 will make it 0, but it is in the denominator, so we cannot take the value of 0. That's why we only have to use open circle here. Okay, now we are going to look at the sign of the expression in each interval. So let's say I use a value 4 here. Okay, 4 minus 3 is positive. So that means on the right side of the 0 is positive, the left side is negative. Same goes to the second one, x minus 3. So positive, positive, negative. For the third one here, x minus 7. 7 will make it 0. If I substitute 4 into the expression, 4 minus 7 will get negative. So the sign on the same side of the zeros on the left side here is negative. On the right side will be positive. So and then here, negative multiply by negative, divide by negative, we will get negative values. Here we will get negative values. Here we will have positive values. And don't forget to bring down all the circle. Okay, here we want to find the values that is greater than 0 or equal to 0. Greater than 0 meaning we want to have positive value. And then equal to 0. So we have here equal to 0 is here. And positive is here. So the answer is 3 union 7 to infinity. In the fourth example, we have x squared minus 4x over x plus 4 less than or equal to x minus 1. Remember, to solve this inequality, we cannot simply multiply the inequalities by x plus 4. So what we should do is we make the right hand side 0. So here we have x squared minus 4x over x plus 4 minus x plus 1 less than or equal to 0. And then we'll make the expression in the left side into one fraction. So the least common denominator is x plus 4. So in the numerator we have x squared minus 4x minus x multiplied with x plus 4 plus 1 multiplied with x plus 4 less than or equal to 0. And then simplify the numerator. So we have x squared minus 4x minus x squared minus 4x plus x plus 4 divided by x plus 4 less than or equal to 0. So when we simplify the numerator, we have negative 7x plus 4 over x plus 4 less than or equal to 0. And for the last step to solve this inequality is by using number table of sign. So to use table of sign, first we have to draw the number line where we have to put all the zeros on the number line. So here the zeros are 4 over 7 and negative 4. So negative 4 followed by 4 over 7. And then list down all the expression in the numerator 7x plus 4 and in the denominator x plus 4. And we have to remember here we have the equal sign. Numerator can take the value of 0, but the denominator cannot take the value of 0. So negative 7 plus 7x plus 4, 4 over 7 will make it 0, and it is the numerator, so it can take the value of 0. Use one value, let's say x equal to 0 here. Substitute into the expression. So we have 0 plus 4 equal to 4, that is positive. So the left side of 4 over 7 is positive, the right side is negative. For the expression in the denominator, x plus 4, negative 4 will make it 0, but x plus 4 is in the denominator. Therefore, x cannot be equal to negative 4. So you have to use empty circle here. Okay, use 0 here. 0 plus 4, we have 4. 4 is positive value. So that means the value on the right side of negative 4 is positive, on the left side of negative 4 is negative. And then these two values we have to divide. Okay. Plus divide by minus, we have negative, positive, and here we have negative. Bring down all the circles. And here, for the conclusion, we want the negative values of 0. So that means our solution lies in the first interval and the third interval. So the solution for this inequality is from negative infinity to negative 4, union from 4 over 7 to